I don't know if you guys have been seeing these memes with Cenat where they're talking about when Cenat's stylist tells him to overreact to a clip. Why Cenat suddenly became hated.
Imagine waking up one day as a content creator and out of nowhere, the internet's decided you're cringy and fake. Not because of some crazy scandal, not because you said anything wild, just because a few random TikToks went viral calling you annoying and cringy. And if you think that's insane, that's what the internet is currently doing to Cenat.
I'm gonna be honest, I understand that people are gonna call Cenat cringe and fake. I do think that regardless, he has done a lot to legitimize streaming, and I think that's always going to be a good thing. And I'm biased obviously because I stream and I do YouTube videos, but either way, whether he deserves a lot of credit for that or you think he doesn't, the ultimate reality is it is better for everyone. It's better for viewers and it's better for creators because his success brings more money to the streaming world, and which makes their better content for viewers, because when creators have more money, they make better content for viewers. Anyway, regardless of any of that, I do think that there is some things he does on stream that are kind of fake and corny.
For those of you who don't know who Cenat is, even though I'm pretty sure all of you do, he's pretty much one of the most popular streamers in the world of all time. He's broken Twitch records.
Cenat did a lot of damage to the English language. Didn't he make Riz? Isn't he the reason that Riz exists?
Won Streamer of the Year back to back. Like, he's basically reached every achievement a streamer could achieve and done everything a streamer could do. And when you actually take a look at all of his feats, I don't think it would be crazy to say that people love Cenat. But nowadays, if you look throughout social media, you wouldn't even think that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty obvious that the laugh is fake, bro.
I'm good.
If you look throughout social media right now, this clip is just one of many. It seems like in the span of a week, hundreds to thousands of TikToks have sprang up.
When did this happen? Kai meets stream at TwitchCon? Oh me, oh my.
Everybody now deciding to hate on Cenat, calling him fake, saying he fakes his laughs and reactions, calling him cringe and annoying, and basically
he definitely does fake his reactions and his laughs. But I think more cringy than any of that is because, you know, I mean, look, I probably faked my laugh at some point, but this is like really just so, this is a different level. All right, Kai, pretend to accidentally slip over thin air, then make sure the chat are spamming laughs.
Saying he fakes his laughs and reactions, calling him cringe and annoying, and
like, this is, I mean, really, dude? Like, you're like, come on, bro. This is so obvious.
Basically anything and everything under the sun that could incite some kind of downfall. And it pretty much all
Cenat teaches Rug and KSI how to fake
started
laugh.
From people hating on his reaction to things, saying he's
I don't necessarily think his reactions need to be authentic. He needs to just pretend. He just needs to not pretend to fall over oxygen, right?
Fake laughing or laughing too hard. And he's completely just faking it for the stream and doesn't actually find anything he's laughing at funny.
Yo, I'm gonna be in shape by December.
Laughing 3, 2, 1 streamer.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, that one was kind of crazy.
Okay, Kai, now overreact to this text message like it's a post-Marvel credit scene. Yeah, and I mean, look, like, I drum it up for the camera, right? Like, if I'm screaming or, you know, I mean, sometimes the screams are actually how I'm feeling, like if I'm angry at Nintendo like I just was, or, you know, if I'm just, like, being funny to prove a point, or, like, when I poured water on my head. Like, I understand drumming it up for the camera, right? But there is a certain level of, I think, just pushing it that you have to admit at a certain point, it's like, all right, you know, and it can't just be the only thing that you rely on for entertainment value. I think Cenat doesn't do that, right? I think the problem is when you overuse like the overreactions as like the main source of entertainment, that's when you have a problem. And I think sometimes like any streamer can fall into that bad habit. I do think Cenat has done a lot of interesting streams and collaborations enough to the point where you can't reduce him to just some guy who overreacts. Hey, but you got scared by a cork 3 or 4 times? Okay, that's a bit different. Like when I get scared by Five Nights at Freddy's, or like when I'm popping champagne, the loud sound of the cork, that is actually scary.
So as you can see, there's a trend going on right now. people are clipping some of the most over-exaggerated moments from his streams and using them to make fun of him online. With captions like, "Okay, Kai, now overreact to this text
Like, the idea is that he's being told to do this stuff.
message
I
like
mean,
it's a Marvel post-credit scene." Or you have the captions like, "Laugh in 3, 2, 1 #streamer." And look, I'm not gonna lie, some of these are a little bit funny. But do you guys want to know what's more insane than some of these captions? The comment sections. Some of these comment sections are absolutely wild. And just by taking a look at some of these comments on this post,
the comments are ruthless. Like, short form content comments are insane. It's not even just Instagram Reels anymore. Like, it's actually not. It's TikTok, it's Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube Shorts, to be fair, is the only one that's like still kind of appropriate. Everything else is just beyond saving.
have top comments like Kai Cenat hate with a heart emoji. Why are we hearting people's downfalls? Or Kai finally getting hate with a heart. Been waiting for Kai Cenat hate, the world is healing.
Like, okay, I think that this is actually just based on the trend. Like, I actually don't think these people have a scorching, fiery rage and hatred toward Kai Cenat. I think a lot of the time people just want to be part of something, and when that being part of that thing involves like a very popular person getting in trouble or something, then they'll play into it, right? I think this is just kind of how it works.
What are we healing from? Like, I've never seen this many people praying for one man's downfall in my life.
It's finally happening. The Kai Cenat hate train is finally.
And let's use some logic here. Are these people actually watching Kai Cenat in the first place? Are any of these people fans of Kai Cenat that are now turning on him? Like, this isn't that Kai Cenat suddenly became hated, because these people have always hated Kai Cenat, correct? They're just looking at clips that are being shown now on TikTok and saying what they've always thought. So, yeah.
What are we healing from? Like, I've never seen.
No, I don't watch him and I hate him. Right, but you have to understand that my point is, like, the sudden hate is not coming from people that are in his community. The suddenness of the hate isn't it, when you say sudden, if you're saying you've always hated him, then it's not really sudden, is it? It's just like you and people like you are now having the opportunity to say something that has been there for a while. Payday for the $5. It's just the entertainer mentality, to be honest. And if I'm around someone who I like to hear laugh, I like to play things up since it equals dopamine rush. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like what entertainment is, yeah.
Seen this many people praying for one man's downfall in my life.
It's finally happening. The Kai Cenat hate train is finally starting, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't like hating on people. That's just not in my character, bro. But I guess enough is enough. People are realizing that he's a fucking fraud.
This is the most unemployed shit I've seen.
And that none of the reactions he does, bro, are literally genuine. None of them, bro. There's literally so many clips.
I don't think people watch Kai Cenat for React content. People watch Kai Cenat for the collaborations, for him like reading chat. It's more community stuff than like reaction stuff. Like, let's go to Kai Cenat's channel. Let's test this, okay? Let's really test this theory. Okay, so Kai Cenat Live, this channel has 12.7 million subscribers. Let's pull this channel up here, okay? So we're looking at this. He's making tacos, okay? He's looking at the Streamer University application. This is community stuff. Streamer University, Met Gala party. So this is IRL. He's making fried chicken. Okay, well, I don't... He literally is. So he's talking about people in his community. He's doing the Ice Bucket Challenge, donating to streamers. You know, this is mostly community stuff, right? He's not just like reacting to videos. And so if you want to say his reactions are fake, then you can say his reactions are fake. But I think that the idea that his reactions are fake is going to cause him his downfall is just completely clueless. Like that is sort of you not understanding what he does.
Of him just being a total jackass, being loud for no apparent reason. And people are just fed up. What's the point of becoming a streamer if you're not genuine and being genuine with your followers? For example, his whole music taste is fake.
Obviously.
He is the embodiment of what Rap Caviar listeners listen to. Bruce was right.
I mean, for you to, look, bro, I don't know who this person is, but for you to get on a TikTok video and make this is just like, bro, oh my God. Like, I don't want to say the J word, but it's JOBS. Jobs, dude, jobs. Gotta be time to apply. Careers.mcdonalds.com, dude. You gotta type it in. You gotta click enter on your keyboard and you gotta fill out the application, bro. I'll be your reference. I don't know who you are. I'll be your reference. You have to get a job. This is crazy. This is insane that you're talking about Kai, like, bro, like, what?
I see why Bruce don't fuck, bro. Anytime an artist,
like, yeah, but like Bruce drop him off owns you, little bro. Oh my
is
god.
popping. He
Dude, you get paid for
doesn't
this?
do it because he discovered it on his own. He's doing it because he gets some fucking views and money off this shit. Like just a few months ago.
Imagine you hear your son talking about this like in the other room, and like you're fully aware that your son has been like in his room for 8 hours, like not working or getting a job. That's crazy, bro. Like when I'm in my office, when I'm locked in my fucking goon cave talking to chat, like at least I'm making money. Like at least I have 3 hours and 30 minutes of content so far to post. Like this guy, and like, bro, oh my god, like
He was not tapped in with the underground at all. Now all of a sudden, he got Osama's son and Nespin in his fucking playlist. Nobody's believing that shit, bro. And the picture behind me, he's yelling and jumping around like a maniac. Loud does not equal funny, and loud does not equal cool. I'm low-key glad people are realizing this shit, bro. Cause to be honest, we don't need any more fraud ass streamers like him, bro.
I can see the hate and disgust in this man's face that he has for Kai, and it's so funny to me why he hates him so much. Because look, are Kai's reactions a bit over the top and fake sometimes? Yes. But are we also gonna ignore the fact that he's live streaming in front of 100,000
yeah, you have to drum it up. Like that's the reality of it.
people plus?
Whenever I'm on YouTube, I intentionally drink an energy drink before going live. Like when I'm on Twitch, I can just be completely, just myself, like not caffeinated or energetic, right? But when I'm on YouTube, like there is an expectation to perform and to like constantly be talking and pausing the video and stuff. And that's fine. I love doing it. I wouldn't trade this for the world. But you know, with Kai Cenat, like he does literally have this many fucking people watching him. And in order to get this many people to continue to watch and have their attention to show them more ads, you have to jump around and be like a fucking like retard. Like they're literally like, he is kind of getting paid to like just like do all of this shit, right? Like
every night. Like it's his job to be entertaining and keep his chat entertained. Even if the stuff isn't that funny, would people really prefer him?
And I think specifically, like he's like the creator of this video, Curse, is saying he's referring to Kai Cenat's audience as like his chat or his viewers. But I think it is important to like, you know, tell the audience who those people actually is, and it's like middle schoolers, right? It's going to be middle schoolers mostly, and like maybe like even younger, right? Like 5th, 6th graders, 7th graders. These are like, you know, like below teenagers, like maybe just started in the teenage years. They're going to be very enticed to this sort of very lowbrow, simple content, you know, very energetic, crazy overstimulation kind of stuff.
Him to be silent and straight-faced. So on that aspect, I'm kind of split. However, I do agree with the TikTok on Kai's fakeness with some of his reactions to things like music, because I remember seeing some clips of him reacting to some artist albums, and the songs were absolutely trash and garbage, but to him, it was like he just heard the word of God. And whether or not the song is trash and deserves the hype, like I said before, it's kinda hard to tell what's being hyped up for stream and entertainment versus him just genuinely being fake. And don't get me wrong, it is smart for him to hype up artists' music so he can eventually have them as a guest on stream.
Yeah.
The only problem is it wouldn't be authentic. But I also don't watch Kai Cenat, so I'm not sure what the full extent of his fake reactions really are. But what I will say is what I find even crazier is that people who do watch him are so eager to expose him and call.
That is interesting. Like, why are you even watching if you're like, look, you're watching for the confirmation bias that he's fake. So you're just spending your time hate watching Kai Cenat
for his downfall. But then again, I can't
That
even
just
say I'm
seems,
too
like,
surprised
weird.
because I did a video on Pack God like 2 weeks ago and how everyone suddenly hated him. And the crazy thing is, it's almost like an identical scenario to this one. And real quick, for those of you who don't know who Pack God is, he's a very popular YouTuber with over.
Yeah, I mean, I think they overlap in the sense that people have just decided that they're both corny. I think the difference is that with Pack God, it's like the actual content itself, where with Kai Cenat, it's just like parts of the content, right? Like when Kai Cenat goes out of his way to just like do something stupid or silly that's so obviously scripted and fake, people are going to point that out. But with Pack God, it's kind of just every single video. It's from top to bottom, the actual content. Whereas Kai Cenat, there are basically certain things about the content that people have a problem with. So I don't think they're the same.
5 million subscribers who blew up for roasting people in Discord calls.
Okay, but was that before or after you took a 3-foot-long Fisher-Price wiffle ball bat, shoved it up your butt, pulled your pants?
I'm such a middle schooler, dude. I find it funny.
Balls.
I actually do.
Okay, but was that before or after you took a 3-foot-long Fisher-Price wiffle ball bat, shoved it up your butt, pulled your pants out, and cranked the Dougie with 8 geriatric dung beetles in the middle of an old folks home where your dad was simultaneously recording a video of himself Gangnam Style to the 2016 XXL Freshman Cypher on Facebook Live, while your grandfather was in the kitchen sink with peanut butter smeared on his forehead having a deep conversation with his toenail, and your sister was upstairs in her bedroom finger blasting herself to an episode of
I'm such a
Henry
retard.
Danger, at the same time your mom was at the farmer's market shoplifting authentic pickles. Oh shit, it's the pickle.
I'm such a stupid salivating swine.
Disregard that. He was very popular
I'm
a
so
little bit
dumb.
ago with him
Dude, I actually think he's funny, dude. I know people think it's cringe. I think I can't. It's indefensible. It's indefensible, my enjoyment of this content. Guilty pleasure.
getting video views of up to 20 million. But then out of nowhere, the internet flipped on him. One day, people are praising everything he does, giving him tons of support, and acting like
These comments are insane, though. This guy's literally the living embodiment of me having a scenario in my head, arguing with someone and winning.
he's the funniest person in the world. And then instantly overnight, he's the biggest joke on the internet. All of us sudden, everything he's ever did or said was cringe.
Shut yo, pasty chicken bone, Google Chrome, no home, flip phone, disown, ice cream cone, garden no, metronome, dimmadome, yeah.
And annoying. People just didn't realize it yet. And what makes it even worse is how being a fan of his suddenly became embarrassing.
I am embarrassed.
Mom, get out of my room. I'm watching.
I think it's funny, though.
Ah, God, can't you see? I'm busy.
Son, it's 3 p.m. I need some help with dishes.
I don't care about those dishes.
Do you think it's worse if someone were to introduce me as a Pack God fan or a commentary YouTuber?
God, what is that putrid smell?
Now you messed up, Mom. Back God, channel your energy. Mom, shut your skin tone, chicken bone, Google Chrome, no home, flip phone. Ah!
Dear God, I hate my life.
Back God, we just humbled her.
Now, based off this video, you guys can most likely guess what the comments are. And if you just said a bunch of comments roasting Pack God, you would be correct. With people saying things like, how did I even think Pack God was tough? Or, used to watch Pack God, broken heart, rose, rose. The main theme between all these people is they used to watch Pack God and they used to enjoy his content. But now, they find it easier to just hate on him.
It's because he sings his sponsor.
Hey, come on in. Oh, wow. It smells so good in here. Wow, I'm already in love. Don't you think that's a little fast? My capability for love moves as fast as Pack-God raps.
Is this you?
Yeah, I'm not
That might be me. That might actually be me.
doing this, but you guys get the point. Pack God is simply just a victim of
Pack God humble my dear.
the internet, and Kai is just going through the same thing. But in all reality, Kai will be just fine. In the span of a couple weeks, the internet will move on to hate on
Probably.
somebody else for
I would
something
agree
completely
with that,
dumb,
yeah.
and it'll then become a trend to hate on people hating on Kai Cenat.
Well, anyway, so basically after this, I did some other looking, and apparently Kai Cenat's Streamer University is being clowned on. So I personally would love to go to Streamer University, but I don't know if they would let me in. But apparently it's terrible. My boy WestJet made a video on it.
Day for the unemployed. Kai Cenat's in hot water and he can't even swim. The Streamer University is
crazy.
getting attacked. Kai Cenat is facing backlash after releasing a Streamer University professor list with 0 white creators. Now, if you're unaware, what
Bro. 0? What?
Streamer University professor list with 0 white creators.
That's actually crazy, though. Like, how is there none? You know how many white streamers there are? I mean, like, this wouldn't... I mean, I guess, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not asking for, like, the DEI white creator, but, like, could an XQC just, like, pop in and, like, give a little bit of some sauce on here?
Now, if you're unaware what Streamer University is, it's Kai Cenat's
Are you guys listening? This really matters.
business venture where he created essentially a university which teaches you cool things such as we got a sex
What?
education, we got business management, music production, film and acting, and many
Acting.
more. As if you need any of this to be a streamer. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, the actual classes here would be like going to the store and getting Monster Energy, drinking Monster Energy, turning on the camera, letting loose, stealing other people's content, faking drama, rage baiting, clip farming, talking to chat, going over your subreddit, playing games, adding nothing, all this sort of stuff, right?
Good film and acting and many more. As if you need any of this to be a streamer. I don't know why crying and begging for subs isn't included.
Yeah. Also, e-begging.
In the list. That's like the only thing you need as a streamer.
Let's see
I'm
the
excited
trailer.
to extend to you a most heartfelt welcome to the very first class of Streamer University.
I didn't think it was
Dude.
possible to make Hustlers University sound credible, but alas.
Dude, bro, Streamer University compared to HU, these are kind of like two sides of the cringe coin. Like, you can either be Kai Cenat's disciple, or you can just like, I don't know. What do they do at HU?
Yes, here we are.
Here you will find a school where chaos is encouraged and content is king.
Why do you need a school to be a streamer? What's next? You know, a school to be a stand-up comedian?
Sincerely, Headmaster Kai Cenat. Last but not least,
While I do love hating, I gotta give credit where credit is due.
looks
This is a
cool.
pretty cool official enrollment trailer. You guys can't deny that. You know, it gives off Harry Potter. We got the Prisoner of Azkaban 2.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. Chris!
I know you didn't bring me a chicken instead of an hour that I need.
My lips are sealed. I ain't saying nothing about no chicken. And then Kai Cenat hops into his, what I imagine is an upgraded Dodge Charger SRT, maybe a Hellcat.
Bro, this guy WestJet with the dog whistles, bro. It's just every sentence he's talking about chicken. He's talking about Hellcats. He's talking about you look like I should speed. He's so fucking racist. No, I'm just kidding. And it is pretty crazy how much he gets away with, though.
You can't really make it up. He lands in the hood, the Bronx. And then he coerces this kid to join his university.
And to make it out the trenches, nigga.
See you soon.
We made it.
And the logos drop, and wow. I don't know why it's being framed as a university, though. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, it's all about meeting other creators and, like, as it says here, like,
Networking,
collaborative effort. Actually learn useful info. While most classes will be fun, entertaining, and collaborative, some classes will actually provide quality information.
Some classes will actually be educational. Some classes will actually make it like seem like it's an actual university. Dude, that's so funny.
On how to better yourself as creators. I think XQC had a pretty good take, so I'll give him the mic. Bonjour, wee wee.
But they should change this low key.
Yeah.
React,
Yep.
fake drama,
Yup.
clip farming. That's what we gotta know. We don't need none of this shit.
Do you guys remember Ninja's masterclass? This reminds me of that.
Oh my god, and his book, How to Get Good at Gaming.
That's but more like collaboration oriented.
I'm going to break everything down for you guys in the next 30 days.
There's really not that much to break down in being a streamer. I'm a tough but fair critic, and it is kind of cool that Kai Cenat is, pushing
cool.
the boundaries of what you can do on Twitch.
That's a fucking money grab.
Do we know any of these people? Let's see. These people who all applied to Streamer University. Yeah, I don't know any of these people.
What you can do
I
on
mean, I guess that's the whole point.
Twitch.
That's a fucking money grab. What a basically.
Paul Lost Dad wasn't holding any punches on Kai Cenat, truly.
Gonna teach somebody how to be a streamer. Listen, all you.
And you know, speaking of money grab, want to browse the intranet with peace of mind? Well, no worries, because CyberGhost...
How did they sponsor this? Most of this video has been him giving out racial dog whistles. You know what? Fuck it, I'll buy some, bro. I'll get all the VPN you want.
Those pops so heavy. When he said this shit gonna be a scam, that shit broke my heart. Because it's like, bro, niggas is just not doing research, man.
I'm not saying it is, but the website is a bit suspicious looking. Looks like I'm about to fall for a pyramid scheme.
I think it's kind of like, I think it's hard to fathom that this is actually happening, gang.
Now reverse the roles and see the world on fire. This calls for Mr. Beast to start a university for only white professors. Settle down, white people. You know, he crashed in the hood, not in the country club. You can't have everything. Now y'all want DEI hires. Imagine Aiden did this with only white people.
True.
Why are white people mad because a black man helping black people? And it wasn't just black people. They had Extra Emily.
Extra Emily!
Wait, what? So she was...
Black people. And it wasn't just
Oh, okay.
black people. They had Extra Emily.
Extra Emily!
Nice.
Mission officers, my name is Extra Emily, and I'm ready to teach how to become a proper IRL streamer 101.
See, now you got a university. I don't mean to sound racist or nothing, but Asians are smart. Owned you. I'm about to prove a point. Like and subscribe if you're Asian and you had straight A's growing up. Anyway, I just wanted to read out this tweet from Kai, and he says that Streamer University will be an all-inclusive trip paid to, where all creators will be living on a college campus for free.
how
free. And
dude, there's gonna be, and I'm gonna call it right now, you can clip this, there is going to be absolutely a fuckload of allegations that come out of this. If it is a literal college campus where there's dorms and you are living with people, there is going to be someone that either dies, makes an allegation, gets injured, or reports that there was just something overall wrong with it. 100%, that's what's gonna happen. If there is just a group of random fucking streamers, this is gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna get the cops called. I am predicting this. Someone's getting pregnant. Something is happening.
just enjoying getting content in general. If you want to be a teacher or student, apply now. You don't have to be a streamer, just a general creator is needed. As quick as possible. If you want to be a part of it in other creative ways, DM me as well. But make sure you enroll now. Lost Dad did call it a scam preemptively, and you know, he apologized. And W.
I feel actually terrible because I really like Kai, and he's only said really nice things about me, really nice things. So I feel bad the way this kind of came across, like he's trying to like pull one over on people or do something shady. Obviously, that's not the case. So the fact that he said he's heartbroken and I said that really kind of bothered me. So I do want to apologize for that. Kai, man, you know how I feel about you, bro. And I'm
stand-up guy makes a mistake, apologizes. W.
Yeah.
There was some more stupid drama because Kai Cenat.
My dorm was co-ed and was pretty fun and wholesome. We were always baking and cooking and stuff. Those boys were crying overjoyed with leftovers. Yeah, I mean, that sounds nice. We're talking about streamer university here. So it's going to be a bit different. I hate to tell you this.
Said he wouldn't allow any OnlyFans girls into his university, and that started an outcry on Twitter for some reason.
We're not talking about streaming on only.
Yeah, well, they're not streamers.
Because you a stream. What the fuck? I had to search that up. I had to search up. Can you live stream on OnlyFans? Why do you think you live streaming on OnlyFans will make you come into streamer university? Like, how does that even make sense?
Honestly, valid crash out, but you're the guy who said sex education, so the confusion is at least understandable, you know? OF hoes ruin everything. Ruined TikTok, ruined IG Reels, now they're trying to ruin streaming. We don't want OF girls at Streamer University. And
This guy says we. Is he even invited?
this girl goes, sad he won't give them a chance to rewrite their stories. I'd delete my OF for a chance to be here and better myself. Truly sound logic. You know, you can't start bettering yourself until you get into Cenat Streamer University, yeah?
Yeah, that's when your life turns
Don't get me
around.
wrong, OF girls are cringe, but I feel like some people focus on them a bit too much, and it's almost leaning into the realm of self-reporting.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Cenat is very brave. He's going directly against the Twitch CEO in this
Yeah,
kind of
dude,
statement.
Dan Clancy, bro. Oh my god, this guy's a
I'm
gooner.
about to hop on and glaze Cenat a bit, but the sets are looking good. Like,
It does look pretty sick.
this looks pretty pristine. The Cenat hate is a bit unwarranted in my opinion, and you know, I might be contributing to that a bit with the title and thumbnail of this video, but you know, red
He goes on the thumbnail tester website.
in my opinion, and you know, I might be contributing to that a bit with the title and thumbnail of this.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, that's the Streamer University. I just wanted to go over that. Looks interesting. I hope it goes well. I know it won't. I know that there will be some sort of a disaster that takes place, but in the meantime, you know, good luck. Good luck, all you university students.